Oh, did you? Okay.
I don't think so.
You made it not awkward.
Yeah.
You tried to make it awkward.
Morning.
Hi.
Good morning.
Beautiful day by the Lake of Galilee, isn't it?
Yeah. Cozy.
Might be a storm coming. Kind of reminds me of a story. Something that I heard Peter talk about. He was walking, well, you know, that's another day. But today, we have something different. This is a journey story. We got Jesus. We have people here that were following Jesus. And they were going into the synagogue, and Jesus gets up and reads. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because He has sent me to preach the good news to the poor, to give sight to the blind, to set the captives free. Today, that scripture has been fulfilled. What a Joseph?
It's Jesus, but He's never spoken so powerfully before.
You might tell me, you might quote that proverb to me, physician, heal yourself. You might even say, do here what you have done in Capernaum. But I tell you, no prophet is accepted in his hometown. Did not Elijah have many widows in Israel? But he had to go to the widow of Sidon. Did not Elisha have many lepers? But he only healed Naaman the Syrian.
No Elijah or Elijah?
What are you talking about?
Blasphemy!
Get him!
Off the
Get
cliff!
him!
Drive him off the cliff!
Off the cliff!
Off the cliff! Where'd he go?
Guys,
Guys, he disappeared.
where'd he go?
Where'd he go?
I know what you're thinking. It sure doesn't put us in a very good light here in Nazareth. Oh, don't worry. We generally don't push people off the cliffs too often. No, well, you know us Nazarenes, we have a pretty rough reputation. We put up a good front for anyone. After all, there was a saying, can anything good come from Nazareth? Well, yes, I'm here to tell you. After all, they called him Jesus of Nazareth. Oh, Jesus, you know, when he started off in his ministry, he was just a humble carpenter. Pretty soon, his name was known throughout all of Judea. He changed our town and the world. Ooh. But you know, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here. I don't know if you had noticed, but there was a young man in that crowd. That was me many years ago. My name is Eli Schuster. I am the best sandal maker of all of Israel. Oh, I've done quite well for my family over the years. But, you know, I wasn't always going to be a sandal maker. Well, you see, my father, he was a spice merchant. And I was going to be just like my father.
Remember, son, to always, always learn from the best. Always trade with the finest merchants and vendors. Never be afraid to barter for the right price. Anything of the highest quality. Remember, son, that the spice trade can be a difficult but very, very rewarding career.
Oh, yes, 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 yes.
I was going to be a spice merchant, just like my father. The thing I really loved was journeying. My father, he traveled all over. Antioch, to Syria, to Rome, Athens. He even went to India a couple of times. When I was older, my father would take me along, and he would say, "This is where the best bargains are at. These are the finest of spices. See that merchant over there? Had nothing to do with him. This guy is all right." The time I had joined that angry crowd to kick Jesus off the mountain, I was in the process of developing my own spice shop. It was the first one, it was the first one since my father's death. And I determined I was going to be the best spice merchant around. That was my highest calling. But you know what? Jesus, he had other plans for me. If you come back tomorrow,